Mike life lessons we can learn from Dio's career. Silence, discipline and authenticity, the Dio way to success. There are certain people in the entertainment industry who rise not because they desperately chase the spotlight, but because their presence is simply impossible to ignore. Dio, known to the world as Kyungsoo, is one of those rare souls. Born on January 12, 1993, in Goyong, South Korea, he grew up as a quietly observant young man who discovered his passion for music early in life. He auditioned for SM Entertainment and entered one of the most competitive training systems in the Korean entertainment world. The road was not easy, and the pressure was immense, but from that pressure, a diamond was formed. Gem. When EXO debuted in 2012, the group exploded onto the global stage with an energy that was almost impossible to match. 12 members, incredible choreography, powerful vocal performances, and a fanbase that would grow into one of the most dedicated communities in music history. Among those 12 members stood Dio, not the one waving his arms for attention, not the one cracking jokes to win the crowd, but the one whose voice stopped people in their tracks. His tenor voice carried a warmth and emotional depth that felt almost otherworldly, and audiences around the world felt it immediately. That is the first great lesson his career teaches: you do not need to perform loudness to create impact. Musical note sparkles. In a generation where social media demands constant noise, constant content, and constant self-promotion, Dio moved in the opposite direction. He never flooded his presence into every corner of the internet. He never manufactured drama for attention. He simply showed up, delivered excellence, and let that excellence carry his name forward. There is something deeply powerful in that approach. People often believe that visibility equals success, but Dio's journey challenges that belief entirely. His quiet confidence became his signature, and his work became his loudest voice. The world leaned in closer precisely because he never shouted. Shushing face. What makes his story even more compelling is the way he refused to be boxed into a single identity. Being a K-pop idol already demands an extraordinary amount of talent, dedication, and resilience. The training alone can break people before they ever reach a stage. The schedules are relentless, the scrutiny is constant, and the expectations never rest. Dio met all of that and still decided it was not enough. He wanted more, not out of greed, but out of genuine creative hunger. He pursued acting, and he did not do it halfway. Face mask. His film and television performances revealed a completely different dimension of his artistry. In productions like It's Okay, That's Love, Hello Monster, Pure Love, and the internationally praised film Swing Kids, Dio demonstrated a range that silenced any doubters who thought idol actors were merely a marketing strategy. Critics noticed. Award committees noticed. Most importantly, audiences noticed. He could carry emotional weight on screen in a way that felt raw and unscripted, as though the camera was catching something real rather than performed. That ability, to make the audience forget they are watching, is one of the rarest gifts in acting, and Dio possessed it naturally. Trophy. The lesson here is one that applies far beyond entertainment. Growth is a choice. Every single day, there is an opportunity to stay comfortable or to stretch beyond what feels safe. Dio chose to stretch, and each time he did, he arrived somewhere greater than where he started. Most people reach a level of moderate success and settle there because the unknown is frightening. Dio looked at the unknown and walked toward it, armed with nothing but discipline and belief in his own craft. That kind of courage is worth studying closely. Biceps. Discipline is perhaps the most underrated quality in the modern world. People celebrate talent, and they celebrate overnight success stories, but they rarely celebrate the years of quiet, unglamorous work that make those success stories possible. Dio understood something that many never fully grasp, that talent without discipline is just potential, and potential without action is nothing. Every vocal practice session, every script studied, every early morning and every late night contributed to the man the world came to admire. He did not cut corners. He did not fake his way through anything. He earned every single moment of recognition he received. Alarm clock. His military service, which he completed between 2019 and 2021, also speaks volumes about his character. In South Korea, mandatory military service is a significant chapter in every young man's life, and for a celebrity at the height of their career, it represents an enormous professional pause. Many celebrities treat this period with anxiety, worried about losing relevance or momentum. Dio approached it differently. He served quietly, without fanfare, and returned to the industry as though he had simply taken a breath before diving deeper. His fanbase, XOLs, waited with unwavering loyalty, and when he returned, the world welcomed him back with open arms. That speaks not only to his character but to the genuine connection he had built with people over the years. Shield. Authenticity is a word that gets used so frequently it has almost lost its meaning, yet it remains the most powerful force in any public career. Audiences, no matter how dazzled they are by production value and spectacle, can always sense when something is real and when something is manufactured. Dio never manufactured himself. In interviews, he was thoughtful and measured. On stage, he was fully present. In his acting roles, he disappeared into characters with a commitment that only comes from someone who genuinely loves the craft. He was never performing the idea of a celebrity, he was simply being himself, and that self happened to be extraordinary. Folded hands. There is also a profound lesson in the way Dio has always guarded his inner world. Fame has a particular way of consuming people, of pulling them into a constant performance of their own life until they can no longer tell the difference between who they are and who they are expected to be. Dio maintained that distinction with remarkable clarity. He shared what he chose to share, kept private what he valued as private, and never allowed the hunger of public attention to dictate the terms of his existence. In an era where oversharing has become almost compulsory, his restraint was an act of genuine self-preservation, and it kept his artistry alive and uncontaminated. His voice, which was always the foundation of everything, continued to develop and deepen as the years passed. Solo releases like his album, Empathy, showcased a musical maturity that moved listeners profoundly. The songs were personal, the production was considered, and the performances were delivered with the kind of sincerity that turns a song into an experience. Music, at its highest form, is about emotional truth, and Dio understood that instinctively. Every note he sang carried intention, and that intentionality is what separated his work from the endless stream of polished but hollow content that floods the industry. Musical notes. Perhaps the most universal lesson his career offers is about patience. The world moves fast, and there is enormous pressure, especially on young people, to achieve everything immediately. To be famous at 20, successful at 22, legendary at 25. That pressure produces anxiety, shortcuts, and ultimately, hollow achievements. Dio's path was not built on shortcuts. It was built on years of patient, persistent effort. He trusted that if he kept showing up with honesty and dedication, the results would follow, and they did, in ways that even exceeded expectations. Hourglass. Watching Dio's career unfold is essentially watching a masterclass in how to build something that lasts. Not something that trends for a season and disappears, but something that genuinely touches people and earns a place in their memory. The entertainers who achieve that kind of longevity are never the ones who burned the brightest for the shortest time. They are the ones who tended their flame carefully, kept it steady, and let it grow slowly into something that could warm others from a great distance. Fire. Dio. Kyungsoo is still writing his story, and by every indication, the most remarkable chapters may still lie ahead. But what he has already given, through his music, his performances, his quiet integrity, and his unwavering commitment to genuine craft, is already more than enough to inspire an entire generation. His career is proof that in a world obsessed with volume, choosing depth is a revolutionary act. And in choosing depth, consistently and courageously, he became something the world did not even know it was looking for, until it found him. Glowing star Dizzy.